Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Working Mum to Business Mum, helping working mums realise their dream of starting or growing their own business so that they can give up the day job to being more present in their families. I'm Debbie Lucas, and in this episode I'm super excited to be introducing my unique journey method, the very method that I'm using as I speak to grow my coaching business through an online course and group coaching program. This method will get you from your initial business idea to launching an online course or group program within 4 to 6 months. And whilst this is mainly tailored towards a service-based business, you can apply these principles to any business concept. Since I did my NLP practitioner training in May 2021, I've learned so much about setting up my business. And as discussed in episode 1, made many mistakes along the way and also wasted a lot of time, money and energy. I've attended over 40 hours of free webinars and masterclasses, downloaded over 300 freebies or lead magnets, and joined over 100 groups trying to get clients. It was exhausting, to be perfectly honest. I was constantly flitting between different webinars, sometimes even having double booked myself and then trying to catch up afterwards. I'll never get that time back that I wasted. All I really wanted was that one-stop shop that told it to me straight, without false promises or claims about how someone could help me earn X amount a month. That is, until you read the small print, and the disclaimers basically admit that it was not always the case for most of their clients. And then one day the realisation hit me. They're all saying the exact same thing, just putting their own unique touch to it. They're all making these bold, shiny claims that are, to be honest, a little bit misleading, just to draw you in. But an even bigger realisation was that many of them were only covering certain parts of the entire process needed to get your business idea or course or group program up and running. Some did touch on other areas, but not in any great detail. So I found myself with this whole wealth of information, advice and guidance, but all in different places. As I started to organise and sort out everything that I had gathered and learned throughout this process, I developed the journey method for myself. It helped me to structure my thinking and planning for my online course and group coaching program, allowing me to work smarter and not harder, meaning less time away from my family. So, what is my journey method exactly? I'll take you through each of the 7 steps. J. You want to find the clients who are just right for you. And by this I mean deciding on a niche or ideal client. When I first started out, I could not get my head around limiting myself to one particular group of people as prospective clients. It took me a long time to realise the benefits of picking one specific group of prospective clients. But I'll tell you, once I did, everything has flowed so easily from there. Having clarity on your ideal client helps you with your branding, your messaging, and your focus in how you support them. And it also allows you to position yourself in the right spaces so that they can get to know you and trust you. O. One problem or pain point. You want to pick one, yes, only one problem that your ideal client is facing, and it has to be the deal breaker problem. Again, this was another one that I struggled with. Why wouldn't I want to design something that could solve everything for them? And yes, you could probably solve all the problems that they have. But by picking the biggie, you're able to again hone your messaging and grow your knowledge and expertise in this one area. And you'll most likely find that many of the other smaller associated problems or issues will resolve themselves if you can help them overcome the core pain point or problem. U. A unique solution. Leading on from identifying one problem or pain point to focus on, you want to develop your own unique solution to it, the solution that makes you the obvious and best choice for your ideal client. And this is where the fun really starts. building and designing something that uses what you know, your strengths and expertise, to make a positive change for others. Now, your unique solution could be a one-to-one program, but by working smarter and not harder, you're able to reach more people in the same amount of time with a group program. And of course, this is much more viable than trying to cram in loads of one-to-one clients while still working and trying to be there for your family. R. Readiness Test. This is the step before launching your online course or group program. You want to test the waters and your ideas out with your ideal client. This can be in the form of a webinar, a challenge, a masterclass, etc., etc. It helps to gauge interest in your offer of your unique solution, but more importantly, allows your ideal client to get a sense of you and what it would be like to work with you. This way you can build on your brand and establish yourself as the obvious choice for your ideal client. N. Nurture. You want to nurture your audience of prospective clients. You want to offer value and get to know them. Getting to know them is so important, as it will help you to dig deep into what their problems or pain points are, as well as do research into what types of solutions would work for them. So by taking time to organically grow your audience and offering value without being salesy or pushy, you build up their trust in you and what you have to offer over a period of time. E. Entry point. This is where you position yourself in front of your ideal client and start building your audience of prospective clients. This is mainly done through lead magnets and both organic or paid marketing. Your main purpose here is to start building a following and, most importantly, your email list. Why? Yearning. You want to become someone that your ideal client wants to know better, and someone who is offering advice, guidance and support. This can be done through your social media profiles, your website, blogs, a free ebook, a podcast, guest speaker slots, etc., etc. There are so many ways to show your knowledge and expertise so that a cold audience becomes a warm audience and eventually enters your world through the entry point mentioned before. So there you have my journey method in a nutshell. It's a quick snapshot view of how I have pulled together everything that I have learned into a complete and manageable system to work smarter, not harder, and generate a steady income. If you would like to know more about my journey method, I'm running a free masterclass called Working Smarter, Not Harder on the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of February 2022. I'll be going live every evening to talk about my journey method in more detail, as well as give you loads of bonus material for getting yourself set up for your business. I also have a short summary sheet of my journey method for you to download on my website, where you can also register for my free masterclass, Working Smarter, Not Harder. All the links are in the show notes. And now, a quote as always to end with, from an unknown author this time. Effort is important, but knowing where to make an effort makes all the difference. Before I finish up, a reminder of my first book club episode, which will be episode 15, airing on the 2nd of March 2022. For this one, we are reading Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, and you can contribute to the discussion by sharing your insights and biggest takeaways in my Facebook group, Working Mum to Business Mum, where I'll have a thread running for the discussion. As always, you can find me on all the usual social media channels and in my Facebook group, Working Mum to Business Mum, and of course on my website, coachingwithdebbie.com, where you'll find a link to sign up to my weekly newsletter so that you get any resources I mention in my episodes directly to your inbox. You'll also find a whole host of other useful hints, tips and information which I'm constantly updating, and all the links as usual are in my show notes. Do you have your ideal client nailed down? let me know in my Facebook group, Working Mum to Business Mum, where I can help you refine it. Join me in episode 9, where I'll be talking about that dreaded syndrome we face in many areas of our life, but especially when starting or growing our own business: imposter syndrome. I'll be delving deeper into what it is, why this is such a big mindset block for us, and more importantly, how to overcome it. If you like this podcast, it would really help me a lot if you can share it, rate and review it, and if you don't want to miss the next episode, then hit that subscribe button. Until then, wishing you all the best.